The bold and the beautiful September 1-8 drama explodes. Luna's pregnancy bombshell, Will spirals, and Bill questions everything. The latest episode of The Bold and the Beautiful on Thursday, September 18th, drops a seismic shockwave through the Spencer family, launching a chain reaction of fear, denial, manipulation, and heartbreak. What begins as a quietly panicked moment in Lee Finnegan's apartment quickly snowballs into a crisis that threatens to rip apart relationships and rewrite destinies. Luna Nozawa is alone, trembling and tormented, as the truth she's both dreaded and longed for is finally revealed. For weeks, she's been haunted by the possibility of being pregnant. Now, the test strip in her hand confirms what her gut already told her. She's carrying Will Spencer's child. As the positive result stares back at her, Luna's emotions erupt. Relief, triumph, fear. It's all there in her stunned expression. She flashes a shaky, almost manic smile, the kind that barely masks her terror, and whispers the words aloud. She's pregnant. And it's Will's baby. But the fallout is immediate and brutal. Back at Spencer Publications, Will Spencer is hit with the news like a bullet. 1 second, he's charting his future. The next, he's being told he's going to be a father. By Luna. Of all people. His first reaction is pure disbelief. No. Not possible. Not now. Not her. He paces, shouts, protests. It's not real. It can't be real. How could something like this happen? Luna was a mistake, a misstep, a night he barely admits happened. But now she's turning it into a lifetime consequence? Will isn't the only one reeling. Bill Spencer, always watching, always calculating, immediately senses something's off. Luna has a history, a pattern. She's been deceptive before, notably faking a DNA test to make Bill believe he was her biological father. That lie nearly destroyed him. And now she's showing up with another bombshell, another test with life-changing consequences. Bill's not buying it. Not yet. Not without proof. He corners Luna, cold and direct. Is this real? Is this another one of your games? Are you trying to manipulate your way out of your legal problems? Because Bill knows everyone knows Luna's facing prison time. The charges aren't going away. And this sudden pregnancy feels too convenient. But Luna doesn't back down. She's stunned too. And for once, she isn't acting. The positive test result blindsided her. Yes, she was hoping for it, praying for it even, but the reality of it still feels surreal. She insists this isn't a trick. She's not lying. Not this time. The baby is Will's, and she's keeping it. Even with Bill's icy skepticism and Will's full-blown panic, Luna clings to her story. She won't backpedal. She won't fold. She's pregnant, and that fact gives her power. Whether they like it or not. Katie Logan enters the mix next, pulled in by the chaos surrounding her son and his spiraling emotional state. She hears the news and immediately goes into protective mode. Katie doesn't trust Luna and never has, but now that Luna may be carrying her grandchild, the lines start to blur. Is this another dangerous scheme, or is it a tragic twist of fate that they all have to live with? Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan, always the realist, takes stock of the situation. Luna's mother knows her daughter is capable of deception. She's seen it before. But there's something in Luna's eyes this time, something raw and vulnerable that tells her maybe, just maybe, this pregnancy is real. Lee doesn't say much at first. She watches, measures, waits, but her silence is deafening. Through all the tension and suspicion, Luna starts to play her hand. She knows what she has. A Spencer heir. A living link to the family empire. And she won't let anyone take it from her. Every time Bill questions her, she circles back to the same cold logic. She's carrying Will's baby. That changes everything. That gives her leverage. That gives her protection. She's not going to prison, not while she's carrying a Spencer child. She says it again and again, like a mantra. I'm pregnant with Will's baby. She forces them to confront it, forces them to see her not as a liar, but as a mother-to-be. And she knows Bill, for all his bravado, won't let his own grandchild suffer even if it means tolerating Luna. In a different part of Los Angeles, far from the emotional wreckage unfolding around the Spencers, Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp share a rare moment of calm. They flirt. They smile. They enjoy a quiet slice of normalcy. It's an intentional breather for both characters before they, too, get swept back into the chaos. Sheila, ever the wild card, is playing the long game. And Deacon, torn between passion and self-preservation, is just trying to hold onto something real. But their peace won't last. Luna's news will ripple through every corner of the city, and no one will be untouched. Back in the eye of the storm, Electra Forrester is quietly planning something very different, a romantic night with Will. She's poured her heart into creating a custom piece of jewelry for him, engraving both of their initials into a pendant that symbolizes their connection. Her hands shake as she holds it, imagining the look on Will's face when she gives it to him. She believes in their love. She believes in their future. What she doesn't know is that Luna's bombshell is about to detonate that future completely. When the news finally reaches her, it's devastating. Will's distant, distracted, not himself. And when he finally tells her the truth that Luna is pregnant, that the baby might be his, it shatters everything Electra thought they were building. Her heartbreak is real. Her rage is real. And in classic Bold and the Beautiful fashion, it's only the beginning of a much deeper unraveling. Will, caught between two women and facing the reality of impending fatherhood, spirals further. He doesn't know who to trust, what to believe, or how to move forward. The joy he shared with Electra fades under the weight of Luna's announcement. The jewelry, the plans, the future, it all seems pointless now. As the days unfold, the pregnancy will dominate every conversation, every decision. Luna will push harder. Bill will dig deeper. Katie will try to protect her son. Electra will try to hold on to the man she loves. And Will may find himself crushed by the expectations, the guilt, the uncertainty. Because this baby, if it's real, changes everything. And in the Bold and the Beautiful, nothing ever stays secret for long. Lies unravel. Alliances shift. And truth, no matter how devastating, always rises to the surface. Luna's pregnancy is more than a plot twist. It's a powder keg. And the clock is ticking. Stay tuned. The Bold and the Beautiful is charging full steam ahead with a tangled web of lies, betrayals, secret agendas, and emotional warfare. The week surrounding September 18th delivers explosive revelations and boiling tensions that ripple through every core family, especially the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans. At the center of the storm is Eric Forrester, whose quiet manipulations may finally be exposed. For weeks, Eric has been smiling in Taylor Hayes' face while actively pushing Ridge back into Brooke Logan's arms. His reasoning is simple but controversial. Ridge belongs with Brooke. This belief has led Eric to constantly pressure his son into reuniting with his ex-wife, while dismissing Taylor's feelings as if they were irrelevant. But Taylor has reached her limit. She confronts Eric, demanding answers for his persistent meddling. Her tone is sharp, her words clear. She sees through him. Taylor isn't necessarily angry for herself, it's not a personal vendetta. Instead, she's shocked that Eric truly believes Ridge would be better off with Brooke. In Taylor's view, Brooke is a time bomb of betrayal. Taylor knows Ridge loves both her and Brooke, but love isn't enough. She's seen Brooke hurt Ridge before, and she warns it will happen again. She can't understand why Eric, someone who claims to love Ridge, would push him toward more pain. Eric, however, stays firm in his belief. Destiny, he says. Ridge and Brooke are soulmates. It's not about logic, it's about fate. He sees Taylor as a good woman, but not Ridge's endgame. Taylor, fed up, lays it all out. Rick and Brooke are colluding to shove her out of the picture. She accuses them of working together, behind closed doors, to manipulate Ridge. And whether or not Eric admits it, Taylor knows it's true. Meanwhile, outside this triangle, a volatile explosion is building in the Spencer family. where Luna Nozawa is once again at the center of chaos. Lee Finnegan's fury erupts in shocking fashion after a string of emotional betrayals and terrifying realizations. It starts when Will Spencer calls his mother, Katie Logan, and delivers a bombshell. Luna is alive. But that's not all. Will also reveals that Luna is likely heading back to prison. Katie instantly reacts, knowing Luna can't be left to rot in a cell. Will should have called the authorities, but he reached out to Katie instead. That delay gives Luna time to escape, dashing out of Lee's apartment and into the nearest and locked Dormy Price's home. Remy is floored when Luna, very much alive, appears in his living room. Will tries to chase her down but loses track of her. Later, he returns to Spencer Mansion to report everything to Bill and Katie. The revelation that Luna is alive stuns them both. They can't believe she's been hiding all this time. Eventually, Luna circles back to her apartment, thinking the coast is clear. But it's not. Inside the small space are Lee, Will, Katie, and Bill crammed in and furious. Katie's voice rises above the rest, accusing Luna of manipulating Will. The energy is suffocating. Everyone is shouting, demanding explanations, justice, or at the very least, the truth. Then comes the real eruption. Lee Finnegan snaps. She has had enough. She saved Luna's life once. And how does Luna repay her? By lying, sneaking out, and dragging Will into a mess that has now spiraled out of control. Lee finally sees Luna for what she believes she is, manipulative, dangerous, and self-serving. Without warning, Lee launches into a physical attack, shoving Luna into the wall and gripping her by the neck. Her scream fills the room. After everything I've done for you, you're poison. It's violent. It's terrifying. And it's real. Lee loses control completely. She doesn't just slap or screech chokes her. No one can believe it's happening. With Lee's allegiance fully broken, Luna is left without a safety net. There's no more hiding. She has to escape again, or risk being handed over to the police by her own aunt. Lee is finished protecting her. The same woman who once fought for Luna is now ready to destroy her. Meanwhile, the Forrester drama intensifies. Thomas Forrester returns to Los Angeles to find his mother emotionally wrecked. Taylor is heartbroken but trying to stay strong. Ridge has chosen Brooke again. Thomas is furious. He warned Brooke to stay out of their lives. And now she's back, reclaiming the title of Mrs. Ridge Forrester. Thomas can't accept it. He tells Taylor not to worry. She has him. She has Steffi. They're a family. But Taylor is devastated. She believes Ridge didn't have a choice after what happened in Italy. Brooke was there. She fell from the boat. She needed CPR. It was intense. Maybe it made Ridge feel like fate was calling again. Taylor makes excuses, but Thomas isn't buying them. Thomas storms into Forrester Creations and barges into Brooke's private fitting room. She's half-dressed in lingerie meant for her honeymoon with Ridge. The sight makes Thomas rage harder. Brooke throws on a robe, startled by the intrusion, but Thomas isn't backing down. He calls her out, tells her what she's doing to his family is sick. Brooke tries to reason with him. She says the marriage is done, final. Ridge is with her. Thomas demands to hear it from Ridge himself. When Ridge walks in, Thomas turns his anger on his father. The betrayal is too much. Tell me she's lying, he growls. Ridge says nothing. The silence speaks volumes. Thomas declares that Brooke will never hurt his family again. He means it. It's a warning. Maybe even a threat. The tension is so thick it could snap. Ridge stands between his son and his wife, both of them locked in a war he can't win. Back in the shadows, Sheila Carter is watching. She sees the fractures. She sees the opportunity. With Lee unhinged, Thomas spiraling, and the Spencer family divided, chaos is spreading fast. Sheila knows how to thrive in chaos. Deacon Sharp tries to keep her grounded, but even he knows something's about to give. The week ahead promises more confrontations, more betrayals, and more unraveling of already fragile relationships. Eric's schemes, Lee's breakdown, Thomas's vengeance, Luna's desperation, and through it all, the looming question, who will survive the fallout? In The Bold and the Beautiful, love and loyalty are never guaranteed. But drama, that's always certain. And it's only just beginning.
Oh.